All right, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Take once again, brought to you by TT Records. Of course, we are doing the side chat, and we have cast
All right,
people.
what's
Going on, guys? This is your boy Take. So we basically have our people together here, talk about certain things, topics of the day, and everything. Hope you guys kind of enjoyed the project over mic last night. For those who didn't watch, we did had a good amount of people. I was surprised we had, if you add everything together, we had close to 2,200 live list viewers. So that was good. Thank y'all for helping it grow piece by piece. I'll take it. So right now, um, we're gonna basically introduce the whole gang in here. Give me 1 second. So right now, Mike checking everybody in. Tonight we have, of course, Mr. Trip on the mic. Mr. Trip, how you doing?
I am doing fine. Just had a bit of an emergency a few minutes ago, but hey, this show must go on.
Okay, don't make it sound like that. If it's an emergency, take care. We gotta take care. All right, then.
No.
Okay. All right, then we have Ken. Basically, we call him Doc. Doc, how you doing?
Oh, you know me, man. Always in a good mood.
All right. Next we have Kenoshi. How's the things going, Kenoshi?
That's Kenoshi Abominita saying if you say the name of Soros, you might be spirited away.
And last but not least, we have my media director, Double A. Anderson? How you doing?
I've not been doing media directing. That's the problem.
You got stuff to do. But other than that, let's roll that. If we're gonna be doing
Beautiful bean footage.
Let's roll into the intro and get into the topics of tonight, as we normally do. As like I said, we are the side chat. All right. Now we are. Oops, gotta put everybody on screen. We'll get to the point where we'll get all that one of these days, but we take what we could take. All right. So basically, tonight we have some stuff to talk about, but first, we gotta talk about news that just dropped just a while ago. Breaking news in America, which is gonna change a lot of stuff. So so R.I.P. I don't wish hate on you people. I disagree a lot on, but R.I.P. to RBG, which is basically called Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who died at 87. She's upon the Supreme Court. And, oh boy, that's a game changer.
May she finally rest in peace. But my goodness, things are gonna go crazy.
Well, I kind of wish that they let her rest before the big sleep, you know?
No, she didn't want to. It's not they. She didn't want to. She did not like the president, so she was going to stay there no matter what, as long as she can. And she had like surgeries after surgery. She fought cancer 8 times. So again, whatever. And right now the news is going crazy because of people saying that, oh, Roe v. Wade and everything. And again, if it's one of those things, if you look into Roe v. Wade, even she was against the ruling, because the rule, it was all on a lie. It was not about abortion; it was about privacy. And the next thing is, again, she was against it because it didn't went far enough. So that's why she's against it all the time. Go back and look at all the videos of her saying, "I'm against Roe v. Wade," because it was not the right ruling for that case.
Isn't that ironic?
But the person who that was on, she was lying. Shocker. And they rule on privacy, not abortion. But again, not surprised.
Of course, people are not going to look that up. These days, a lot of women are just too blinded by indoctrinated hatred.
I don't say women. I say a lot of people, men too. Just let that go, whatever. Nope. That law was unjustified.
Too bad once the law gets passed, people are trying to get rid of it.
Sure. Yep.
Hey, I do apologize. I cut out for a moment there. Could you repeat like what you just said the last minute? My thing had cut out on me.
Now we talk. I said we're gonna do a little brief. We're just saying breaking news. I told you that when I call you, Ruth Gaither Ginsburg passed away at 87, and people are talking about the whole thing that the president's gonna give it a Roe v. Wade, which, in technically speaking, it was set up on a lie. It was set up a lie. It was not about abortion. It was about privacy, and she herself was against Roe v. Wade. So, but nobody's gonna go look at the facts of that stuff. They just let it be what it is. As you stated just before we went live, people ain't gonna read no stuff.
They ain't gonna read. They ain't gonna look for truth. They ain't gonna do nothing. Just listen.
Yeah,
And believe.
even though we would actually look up the article and show it to them, and they still don't want to have their eyes on it.
Well, it's not even that. Go and look at the videos of Ruth Bader. What she said. She was against it. They didn't went far enough. She literally said it in multiple videos you could go look at. So
I wonder what you meant by taking it further.
Again, yeah. Go ahead, what you were saying. And I'm going to talk about this. Sorry, baby.
She was against Roe v. Wade.
No, she's against. No, she's against the ruling because the ruling didn't went far enough.
Oh.
So she has always done videos. She's always done talks saying we could have done way more better. Blah 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 blah. As it is right now, I'm against Roe v. Wade because it didn't do what I specifically need to do. But I'll do a video. I will do a video on Project Open Mic, the main show, about this, and show you. Since people ain't gonna do it, but Anderson said yes, but I will talk about it and show people again that it was fraudulent. Again, the person who this all was lied. The Supreme Court acted on privacy, which again I have no problem on the privacy. Which is stupid. They got tagged to abortion. I don't get that. But whatever. And I'll play the clips of what Ginsburg said in the past, and up to now, like, she still said it before she passed away. So, but the problem is it's going to be toxic in the daggone in the U.S. election. This election cannot get any more crazier than what it is now.
Yeah, who could have seen this coming?
I saw it coming, but I didn't know when she's going to pass away.
I thought it was. I thought she would survive even till next year, or at least beginning of next year. Because
I thought
she's
so
a
too.
fighter.
I thought so too. I thought exactly the same thing, but that's what it is. So, yeah, just see how that works. And then we have so yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's just gonna be an S show right now. That's all it is. It's gonna be that.
Just like it seems like it can't get any further. It always does.
It can get worse, and that's why I'm kind of whatever. I just leave it at that because I could think of scenarios we could get any worse. And point taken out in the state of North Carolina, as I told Trip, I have gotten 5 times you guys have sent me to go vote for the mail. That's why I'm not against. That's why I told the people who call me, I'm going in person. Okay, no, you're telling me they go far.
They still pushing it.
But the COVID.
Yeah, the COVID, I get that, but also I don't like it that you said you didn't get it the first time, but you're sending me 5 times.
Yeah, but I'm like, wait a minute. Now that Trump's saying that he could probably get a vaccine soon, and now I remember Stop. But hold on.
No,
but
I gotta stop you at that point. We ain't
down, boy.
Vaccine.
Down.
We're not getting no vaccine. There's never been a vaccine for COVID, for a novel virus. Never had one. Never gonna get one. Continue.
I get that, but I want to reach that point. I wanted to reach to that point that
also a vaccine is not a cure, people.
So the way,
let Trip finish what you gotta say. Let me go. Go ahead, Trip.
I just want to point out that there's certain person I forgot his name and what his occupation was, but I've seen this video and this person basically said that he would not take the vaccine, even if it's coming from Trump. And I get it. That's not going to happen. But brings up that he has this face mask and says that it actually does its job much better than the vaccine. And I'm like, oh, okay. By this person logic, he can, with that mask on, he can just go out there and vote.
Okay. Well, the candidate Kamala Harris said that she would not take nothing from. She wouldn't take it from the Trump administration, a vaccine. I don't trust it. Funny enough, a couple months ago, she said,
she was all for it.
Taking the vaccine. So again,
she just does whatever whatever she can do to further her political career.
Yep.
She's one of those.
Yep. And then you have the what was it? It was weird that the school board of California said we're not gonna get kids back into school until she didn't say after winter or now. She said after election. I'm like, wow, that's specific. The hell
specific.
That's really
specific, ma'am.
So depending on who gets elected, they'll open up or they'll stay closed.
So you said there is no vaccine for the SARS virus?
No.
Oh.
No. The coronavirus.
The
SARS. There's no. I don't want to use that word because I get tagged. The vid.
Oh.
But
yeah.
Because Facebook has done hit me with it once already. So.
That's weird.
But the vid, there's that kind of the norovirus. It has, because here's the thing. Here's two things that happen. Here's two things. This is the two things, and we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna keep it light tonight a little bit, and jokes, but we can just to point out two things. They've not been one for that, because if that's the case, then you need to work on one for the flu, and you need to work one for the common cold. Those are also the same type of virus.
Oh.
So we ain't had that. It took
the flu.
It took
the
20
flu
years.
Has killed more people than this virus.
And it took 20 years to get the polio vaccination. That's 20 years, and we're gonna do it in 1 year.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Ain't trusting that.
Well, the thing is, it's. Never mind. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Okay, anyway, that's one. And my thing is this: you tell let me and say that it works and it's successful. Then I need every daggone doctor in the world to start working on freaking the regular flu, the common cold, AIDS, a lot of stuff. Because if it takes this to get a new virus that just came up and you knock it down and get a virus that works, why are we taking so long with cancer? Why are we taking so long with all this other crap?
Well, the thing is that now I remember what I was gonna say. There, I keep hearing odd, side effects that happen with this disease. Like people actually do lose, they do lose some of their breathing capacity.
Yeah.
But there's some weird things that happen with people who get a common cold too.
Or who live in California.
Side effects that you get with a common cold that are
and I will say this to anybody who's listening who never watched the show. Look, I am not downplaying. I believe that the virus that we're going through right now, the pandemic, is a real thing. But I also believe that it's overblown. Two things could be right. Okay?
Yeah.
Overblown. I said it once, I said it again. With the numbers that people are saying. Dying with the vid and dying from the vid is two different things.
Yeah.
People just like to inflate stuff. But we're just talking about that situation as Trip brought up. So I just want to address that for what it is. Because like I said, we talk about random stuff on this on this show.
It's probably going to be very random tonight.
Yes, it is. So we have that stuff. So let's get down to the nitty gritty to some people. And so right now, Facebook, we have about 10. Good. YouTube, 3. I'm hours with that. And also, wow, we got up to about 3,000. Dang, thank you, Tempo. So we growing. We are growing. Heck yeah.
Thank you, people. Bowing down to all of you.
Yeah. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Okay. For those who watch the show, this is basically on the side chat. Me and Trip did a video talking about Joe Biden. This ain't gotta be do with politics, but just Joe Biden getting interviewed by Cardi B, and also we talked about Cardi B's things. So
Woo!
as I said in those videos, and I said in those videos when her number one song came out, WAP, I said,
Why does it sound like a cluster? Well, go ahead.
I said it was funny that you said this is one of her lines. I don't cook, I don't clean, but I'm gonna tell you how I got this ring. That's one of her lines. Well, sad to say, Cardi's finally divorced from her husband Offset. So, and he was, before all this stuff, he was cheating. So, maybe the WAP ain't the WAP.
Okay, you know what? You are a little too raw tonight.
Whatever. Whatever.
He said maybe the WAP ain't the WAP. So what is it? Adapt?
I don't know what it is. You tell me.
Well, certainly Divorce is a sequel to the WAP.
You tell me, because she said that her song is all that. When people came after her, she, Trip and me, we read the whole thing of what she's talked about. So it's like, you talked about the stuff. Hell, I even played the clip when she's on her podcast on Apple and everything. When her girl's like, when her girlfriend like said all her girlfriends are saying all this crazy stuff. I said, yeah. See, the problem is women. Yes, men love sex. Yes, we do.
But we can't live on that alone.
Yes, and also the WAP has diminishing returns. Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that I don't really care how good it is or how good you throw it around, but at the end of the day, you and every other woman got one. Now, if yours was the only one or one of a select few, that's one thing. But for most men, whether it come from Halle Berry or the girl next door, it kind of sort of feels the same. Generally speaking, it's still a body part. It's still the same. So, what a man can get, objectively speaking, what he can get from Cardi B with that same organ, he can get from the girl next door. Now, how you arrive there may be different, but I'm pretty sure the end result is the same.
Well, basically, because
so it is about quantity over quality.
Okay,
No, it just for me. It's just for me. And forgive me, I'm not trying to go on a tangent, but to me, I've always laughed at women that brag about how good theirs is. I'm thinking you and everyone else's.
One second.
It's the same.
Trip. Do me a
already
favor.
Already good. On it.
Double M, if you're there, you could join it. Trip is gonna help send you a link to join in. All right, go ahead now. Sorry.
Yeah, but to me, when you brag about how good yours is, I'm thinking the woman next to you got the same thing. So me getting it from her, getting it from you, the only thing that would have set y'all apart is, honestly, if we talking about speaking objectively and generally, is what else you got to offer in addition to that, because every woman has one of those. It's no different.
Well,
let's imagine if a woman came out and said, I got we heard a song about it before, my milkshake. And I'm thinking, well, every woman has a set of those more or less. Now, you got some that are different sizes, but at the end of the day, don't they serve the same purpose?
Yep.
Well,
so,
I think people have forgotten the purpose of those in this climate.
Well,
look, we're not gonna go down that road now.
I have to say this, Doc. There is this one particular female that really made it close shot. So,
I'm just saying, unless you're the girl from Total Recall, You really ain't. You're not special.
Good one.
Your body part ain't gonna make you special. Your body part ain't gonna make you special. I don't care how good you use it. It don't make you special. You and everybody else has one. So when I would hear women brag about that, like oh yeah, you can't turn down this. I can, and I will, and I have. And guess
too.
what? No matter how good it is, if somebody else looks more attractive to you, I'm going to naturally be interested in what she got, whether it's better or not. I'm going to naturally be interested in it. And most men act off those impulses. Hey, you look better than what I already had before. Let me see what you're about. But that's as far as it goes.
Yep.
But as you mentioned earlier, when it comes to what keeps a man around, it's the stuff outside your WAP.
Yep. It is.
My concern though, does the WAP smell like fish?
Stop. Would you stop?
Look, man, look. But hey, like Martin Lawrence said, I think it was on Ron Tell that he says, "Hey, fellas, I feel sorry for you ever caught a bad one." Like, I mean,
yes. I get it. Yes. But let's not make it too pylon-ish and saying stuff.
But I say all that to say, that I do agree with you.
No. I'm cool with we got the smart jokes and everything, of course. But
because as you said, you talk all this trash and you come out with a song about it, and then shortly after that, we hear that you're filing for divorce. Okay, so as you mentioned earlier, you just bragged about this. So it seems to me that whatever you think you got, it wasn't good enough to keep somebody in line.
She could lubricate his penis, but she couldn't lubricate his mind.
What you're hearing right there, right there is another person who's been a part of Project Open Micah, who's in the UK. How you doing, sir?
What up? We're all good and British out here, mate. Good old days are going on right now.
Okay, stop.
Like 2 o'clock in the morning
for you.
On I'm messing about. I don't speak like that.
Okay, yes.
Are you on the stuff again?
Stuff. That's with a man like that. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't speak like that. I'm not cockney.
Got you. But you just joined in. We just talked about it. What do you think about that with the whole Cardi B? Now she's filing for divorce and stuff.
Honestly, I don't care.
No, I mean, I get that. We technically speaking don't care, but if we're talking about how certain things affect culture, because a lot of young girls look up to Cardi.
I get what you're saying. You know me already. Okay. I was actually talking about this the other day, and it's a bit sad because I don't get. What I don't understand is women complained about this behavior from men, but then now they're exercising the same behavior themselves, like it's a form of empowerment. And I want to know, why are you portraying something from men as a form of empowerment when it was never good being portrayed from men to begin with?
Thank you.
And also on top of that as well, what I want to know is, what is so special about having a everyone. Hello?
Yeah, you broke out a little bit.
Okay, now I'm saying, what is so special about having a wet ass pussy? Every woman can get a wet ass pussy.
Not really, but not really.
You get the point I'm making.
Got you. Yeah.
It's put it like this. It's not something. You're not gonna come across many women who can't get wet.
Well, what I think that because I heard the song one time, my wife brought it up to me or whatever, and she asked me my opinion on it, and of course, her
song. There's some whores in this house.
Yeah, I mean, but
I say something.
I think the reason I think what that song implies is basically men would do anything for that. Yes. Mm-hmm. Narrow-minded men, weak-minded men.
Yep.
They will do anything for it. Yes,
but
they will.
Let's be real. Which decent man wants a mother of his children that has a song out there called "Wet Ass Pussy"?
I know I'm not one of them.
But see, that's the thing. I think what the song, the purpose of the song is, hey, men will do anything for it. And as you said,
Yeah.
everyone has it. But my thing is, look, I'm not some weak-minded guy. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and this is personal, but years and years back, before I was married and I was still dating, I've had women literally think I was gay because when they tossed it at me, I said no. And it's not because and it wasn't because of any harsh reason. I'm just thinking I'm not the kind of guy that all I'm trying to do is sleep with you. I mean, you don't have to do that. But then the first question is, well, are you gay? No, I'm not gay. It's just I'm just not some dude like to go around effing different
Well,
women. They're throwing
But
at me.
I got to a point in my life where I had to tell myself I can't do it. I can't fuck stupid.
Oh gosh.
I got you.
I can't. I
got
really
you.
can't. I really can't. I think my sorry for my graphicness, but I think my mentality has got to that point now where if I sense stupid from a woman of that degree, my dick's just gonna go down, or it's just not gonna go up.
That just means that you attain mastery. A lot
Huh?
of people, you attain
Yeah,
mastery.
Yeah, erection mastery. I don't know how much that helps in life.
Well, okay.
Too bad a lot of people don't have the will to master it. They fall prey to it,
Yes.
and then they wind up on child support.
All I'm saying is when you get to that sense of being, you essentially become human Viagra.
Well, the thing I want to say about it is like was to expand on what Doc's saying, because your song is all about this is what you need to be, whatever. It's kind of like and going to what
But yeah,
like
you
Doc
can't. But yeah,
saying.
you can't keep a husband.
Well, it's not even that. It's like it's you bragging to be like the men, because how you see some men and be like, oh, I got a big dick. It's like, okay, whatever. There's other guys out there. If you think you have the best, there's guys out there who has better, whatever. So the point is, she was
Well, to be honest,
emulating-
if you have to brag about your pussy in a music video, it can't be that great.
I get that. but I'm-
Compensating for something.
yeah.
What is that all? Is that
You know
all
what it is?
bark and no bite?
Oh, what we
Is
saying?
it-
Like,
is
I'm
that-
sorry.
All I'm saying is empty pussy makes the most noise, isn't it?
You just wait. What you just came here tonight just to start shit?
Oh, is it, yeah, basically all bark and no
Come
bite.
on. Come on, you know me already. I'm the guy that brings an element of excitement and controversy into the thing. You can't take that away from me.
I can understand that if we were on the other channel. This is not that channel, so we got to rein in some of the stuff. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
try to be a little bit more professional.
Yeah.
All right,
but,
let me
Yeah,
scale
kids
it.
might be
Okay,
watching.
let me scale it back and just keep it on a intellectual level then.
yeah. No, I'm just saying that, like you were saying before. It's just that I'm not enjoying that. She's going through all the stuff. I'm just looking at to see, as Doc said, and you said before, don't go
It's
bragging
called
and
irony.
stuff. It's
irony.
Just
It-
don't
Put
do
it this way, she's an example of what the culture is now. That's the only reason we're
Not-
mentioning it right now.
It's no different than the person that is a marriage counselor has had 4 divorces. How can you counsel people on being married when you can't stay
You
married?
can't even hold down a marriage yourself.
Now,
Unless this person actually learn the
But I
learn
was
the
gonna
wrong
say that.
things.
I was just going to say that now. On one side, I can see someone arguing, saying, "Well, hey, maybe she learned a lot, and she learned what doesn't work. Therefore, it can make her professional." Which I agree. But just on the general principle, hey, would you, if you're having marital trouble, would you go to someone that's had 4 divorces? Probably not.
Probably not, because then at the same time, while they may have the experience necessary to, while
They
they
still
may
ain't
have
figured it
gone
out
through the
yet.
necessary. Well, yeah. Basically, there clearly must have been something on their part that caused them to flop 4 marriages.
Well,
Sorry. Are you talking about self-reflection?
Well,
basically, yeah.
But here's the thing though. To be honest, 100% honest. Like I said, it is. Cardi was. See, she was looking for normalcy. She has not had the normal life. I'll say that she has not. She has done some stuff she should be in jail for, but she has done some stuff that's bad. And you hear how she talks, and she tries to be where she is. She's a unique character all on her own. The thing I'm saying is she tried to look for some normalcy because, again, she did like most other women did. Again, she had a child through lust. No, she says she loves her kid and everything, and I believe her in that part because you do have the tendency to do that. But let's be honest, she tried to make it normalcy because When the Breakfast Club asked her, "Was this planned?" She said, "Hell no." So, and she tried to say, "Okay, you know what? I'm going to make this. I'm going to marry the person who give me a child or whatever." But because both of those two people are dysfunctional, both Offset as well too, they're dysfunctional. Because he's famous, he's a rapper. Before he had a Cardi, he was messing with all kind of chicks. Hell, don't forget.
To be honest, he was probably messing with all kind of chicks while he was with Cardi.
Yes, they broke up because of that before. They broke up. They didn't divorce, but now they're divorcing.
Mm-hmm. Heck, she's probably been around. She's probably been around a bit herself while she was married.
Yes, I won't be surprised either. But I've not heard nothing from that. But we know how the media do certain things. So let's go.
And this is if it's just not even that. Once you kind of know and understand how that Hollywood culture kind of is, you kind of realize that there's just all kind of messed up things that go on there. That I mean, you see the media portrays some of the messed up stuff, but it doesn't portray it's
in
a
like positive light.
It's like a small portion of all the madness that actually goes on in Hollywood. So when I hear about things revolving around the Hollywood lifestyle and stuff like that, it doesn't surprise me anymore because this is what it is.
Exactly, you are correct, and that's what I was just saying. She was trying to get normalcy, but those two, Cardi and Offset, were basically dysfunctional people from the get-go.
I mean, it says it in its name, Offset. He's Offset.
Yeah.
How ironic.
Yes.
But you know what? It's kind of sad that Cardi B was looking for normalcy, but she is the kind of person that she has been in that tower for so long. It is really hard for her to come down to that normal level.
Yeah.
And I'm like, even though that she can't come down, there's the other part that it's kind of hard to stay within that level and miss that tower up there.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because the thing that killed me is, look, an example of what Trip is saying is this: out of the two of those, out of Cardi and her husband, she makes more money because she's more popping. Funny enough, though, through the divorce, though, she's asking for more money from him.
What?
Well, why am I not surprised there? Yeah. But one thing I will say, following on from Triple M's point, it's not even just not being able to come down from that kind of lifestyle and stuff like that. It's a mindset thing at the end of the day. If you want that kind of normalcy, if you want that kind of normality in life, then you have to kind of have the mindset for it. And I don't think neither her or Offset really had the mindset for that. I mean, they're not exactly in terms of their individual self. I don't know too much about their individual selves, but in terms of what they portray and stuff like that, they don't come across, and I'm not even talking about necessarily just because they're big stars and stuff like that, but just in terms of the content they portray and the way they even portray themselves and stuff like that. They don't come across as people with that kind of mental capacity to really be able to do things like that. Because people don't realize these things are difficult and they take work, and even people who put the work and effort into it don't always get successful with it. So it's like, so a lot of it is also, I feel like I agree with what a lot of Triple M says, but I feel like in addition to that, it's also a thing of mentality as well.
Yeah, it's stepping outside. Yeah, stepping outside that safe zone before even muster up that mental fortitude.
Wanting to change, but not having the fortitude to actually change.
Exactly. It's like habits, for example. You can know if you have a habit, you can know exactly what that habit is. You can know exactly what that habit is and the habitual patterns that come with it. But until you have the aptitude to actually say, okay, until you have the aptitude and the will to actually say, okay, I'm going to break this habit and do something different.
And not be a slave.
It's like knowing you're in jail and knowing how to get out, but just not having the will to do it.
Just because you understand the problem doesn't mean you can fix it just like that.
Exactly. It takes willingness.
Yep.
But the issue I have is that don't pretend. I know everyone does this. I know it's called keeping, basically maintaining the image, but
Yep.
I just find it ironic that you try to pretend that it's possible to have it all. You try to pretend that, oh, you can parade around and say stuff that you say in your songs, in your lyrics or whatever, but you're immune to the same stuff you talk about. So, for example, you're making a song talking about WAP. Okay, now I guess you are immune to a woman that thinks the same way you do. And I guess you thought that your husband would be immune to it. That, oh, well, even though you think like this, you had this mentality that you don't think he could be affected by someone that thinks the same way.
Exactly.
See, to
No.
me, a lot of these people, not just celebrities, but a lot of these people think that they're immune to the same stuff that they talk about in their music.
Mm.
So if you really do feel that, oh yeah, I got money, I got this, and I can make your man do this, I can make your man do that. Okay, I'm pretty sure somebody else out there thinks they can do the same thing to you and yours.
Heck, there's
But
probably
you
someone
talk,
there's
but you
probably
talk as
there's
though it can't happen to you. You talk as
hmm
though you're immune to the same BS you're spitting, and that's not the case. And this kind of stuff happens all the time. It's life making an example out of you.
hmm
You can talk it, you can dish it out, but can you take it?
it's
'Cause
causality
it-
at the end.
and to me, it's the biggest stage in the world because
Hmm
you just talked all this. This song was very controversial. You got some people on one side saying, "Oh, it's empowering women. Men do it all the time, and you celebrate it. So why can't a woman do it without being scoffed at?" Okay, you're right. It was celebrated, but that doesn't mean it was right when men did it. But guess what?
Exactly.
A lot of men, I won't say a lot. Some men didn't even celebrate that. If it's
Exactly.
out there, it's out
They
there.
hide it.
That,
When you go
that's
to
true.
clubs, who's dancing to this music? Women.
Exactly.
And
Now,
also to add to what Doc was saying, which is true, because a lot of people say, "Oh, well, you had the Two Life Crew and all that stuff." Here's the thing: Two Life Crew and them was not as popular, and their song was not #1 charting. This
hmm
is that's the
Are you
difference.
talking about that song about the
But you know what
woman
it
who
is?
was?
And I
It's not even.
and I
Wait,
can
wait,
tell
wait,
you
wait,
right
wait,
now.
wait, wait, wait. What you say,
Wait,
Coach?
is that that song about the woman who says, lick this and lick that and lick?
Yep, Cardi B.
Oh
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what we're talking
yeah.
about.
but
That
Yes.
was
No, but
here's the
no,
thing.
not
Who's making
not
this song
Cardi
chart?
B, not Cardi B, but the other song that came
Oh,
out back in.
oh,
Megan Thee Stallion.
hmm
No,
But
no,
here,
I know what she's talking about. She's talking about Kaya with "Lick It
Oh
Now,
yeah.
Lick It Good."
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, I
like
know.
that
But
song came out, and I didn't hear anybody react as much as they're reacting to this
because
one.
it wasn't popular. It was popular, but it was not #1 charting. Cardi B.
But,
Oh.
but not only that,
I said this again.
back then things weren't as cancel culture as they are now.
Or supercharged it is because remember,
and not
Oh,
only that,
God.
let me
and
just
not
say this
only that, you
again.
had more of a balance as well
Yeah,
of
let me
different. You had
state
more
it.
of a balance of different types of music, so there wasn't such this focus on
Yeah,
that one thing. Yeah, it was out there, and I'm not against. I'm not against the idea of just expressing your art
music.
in the
No,
way it is. I mean, I'm from the Caribbean. Like I know raw and raunchy music like there's no tomorrow. My issue, two of my issues I have with that. One is that, if you're going to do a song like that, at least make it music. Don't just come in with something like there's some whores in this house, whap whap whap, like thing. Like that's not music to me. That's just garbage. I made this example between Nicki Minaj and Nicki Minaj's song Anaconda and Cardi
Ooh.
B's song WAP. Now, don't get me wrong, Anaconda is garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage as well. But at least with Nicki Minaj, she tried to implement some level of talent in it, and she also didn't portray it so direct and like she played with it.
She did wordplay way better because everybody know what anaconda meant. So and then she didn't went that far while Cardi went a little bit further with her wordplay.
Well, it's not even that so much even her going further. It's just the fact that there's not really any creativity behind it. It's just literally you're directly telling women to basically that this is your golden ticket. Like
Yes.
you basically,
Yes.
you're basically directly telling women that no, this is your golden ticket. Get it wet as hell, and then you can get a man to do whatever you want.
And I'll say this before.
speaking-
Let me put this as a pin in this so people can understand this. It's like what Kenoshi brought up and what Doc was saying. Look, we had Little Kim. Little Kim was back in the day. She was basically one of the original kind of girls who did that kind of stuff with her song.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, though, the first female rapper to get to the top Billboard 100s with her album was Lauryn Hill, and back then, her song "Doo Wop" was basically evenly balanced because he had a man. She was talking about men issues and women issues.
Yeah,
and it was just a good song. Literally, "Doo Wop"
yeah.
is a just
I
general
thought
song.
half the time I listen. Half the time I don't even listen to that song for the content. I just listen to it because it's good. I mean, the content in the song
She
is
sings
great,
in
and
it too.
the
talent.
content in it is great. Don't get me wrong. I think I enjoy the content and I do listen to it. But what I'm saying is the song is that good that I can listen to it without having to worry about paying attention to the content.
Yeah, but my point is, we went from that. That was the song. That was the first, which Lauryn Hill paid away for that. I'm happy for that. One of my favorite female artist albums is the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. That is one of my top.
It's an amazing album.
But we went from that into like what Kenoshi said with Kaya and more Little Kim and all these other and Nicki Minaj, all those girls doing all this stuff. They never got the #1 spot where people could push it and promote it and say all this stuff.
Exactly.
Whatever. Cardi B came in with the one with Kodak Black. I forgot the name of the song, which is weird because she was like
Kodak Yellow or something like
whatever
that.
it was. I'm laughing because when she did the interview with Joe Biden, she was like, "Why are these black men getting shot and everything? But your song that went national was talking about I'm gonna kill chicks." It's like, she's like, really?
Isn't that ironic?
That things like that piss me off because it's another thing as well. Cardi B talks about why they're killing all these black men. Personally, I don't think Cardi B should be up in the political debate. But thing like why are you bringing up the point of black men, black men being killed and stuff like that when all you're doing in your music and stuff like that is promoting that same culture that helps push the incentive for black men to go and kill each other, and now you're pushing that incentive to even women now.
Yeah. So
like you're not. It's a bit of a double standard. You're not really in a position to talk. You're not really in a position to talk about these things when you're not doing anything to help the situation. If anything, you're doing more to promote it.
Exactly, and that's all I'm saying. Like I said, I had as Trip, when me and Trip did the video with Joe Biden and Cardi B. I didn't have nothing against that she did it. That was never our problem. She had the right to do it. She could have done it. I have no problem. And the thing was, Joe Biden only did that because look at Joe Biden now. All the other interviews, he's messing up a lot more. And we showed in that video they cut a lot of stuff out of that video between him and Cardi.
Here's the thing with Joe. Here's the thing with Joe Biden. I don't know that much about Joe Biden because I don't really get too involved in American politics because, well, I don't live in America. But from what I know from Joe Biden is that he has been going into interviews, fucking up. Even interviews with people who are more leftist supporting. He can't seem to hold it down with them. His integrity is always in question. Yeah. And then so he takes his time, hides away in what Candace Owens would describe as his basement, and then afterwards he comes out to do an interview with, out of all people, Cardi B. And I'm just like, why? What point are you trying to prove? Is it just because she's got a #1 hit and you're trying to get that publicity? If so,
yes,
you really don't have no business in politics.
That's all it was. And that's all it was because she said.
Oh, no, I know.
We know that. I'm just explaining to people. That's all it was because even in her rebuttal too, said Candace on it. She's like, I have my 75 million followers. Like, exactly. You basically proved Candace's point.
Exactly.
When
I saw them tweets, I was just busting up laughing. It's like every tweet was like, "Oh, I got a #1 hit. Oh, I got a #1 hit. Oh, I got a #1 hit." It's just like, what does that matter?
No. So the point of saying that stuff is what we're saying with that. Again, you could go to and hell, he just did an interview with CNN just a couple days ago, and even in that he was messing up and lying. But again, that's not the point of it. The point was the saying, as we talked about this as a cultural things. Like, look, women, there's more. There are the guys who just want to look at women as sex. Yes, that I'm not denying that. We know that. But
unfortunately, those are the kind of men that they go for, especially when they get the moolah.
Most of them is that, but there are a lot of guys that don't go for it. Like Doc said, I have turned down that stuff too because one, I don't, because of an early experience. I'll talk about that in other videos, of course. In our experience, I learned quickly.
I'm sure if you speak to any decent man, they will tell you that look, we've turned down our fair share of vagina.
Because
we're not stupid.
Well, we're not dick thinking. That's why I call it. That's what I call from Pops. I get again quote from that one came from Pops, Terrence Pops. Don't dick think. Think with your mind. Don't get yourself in trouble, because when you dick think, you really get yourself in trouble. And I am saying this because I am not better than anybody else, because I have got myself in a situation, but put it this way, my brain up top was very quickly like, oh wow, this is trouble. Stop.
Let's just say you actually learn from your experience.
Yeah. And when one thing I'll say to men, when you fix up here, down there starts to think better.
Exactly, it does.
And that's not even a joke. Down there starts to think better. Like down there, but whereas before down there would put you in trouble. Once you get your mind right, down there will actually help you. When it's a woman we shouldn't really be dealing with, that thing ain't going up for nobody.
Hey, I'll close this off.
I can't say the same for me. I'm a diabetic.
Well, look, I'll bring this down to even lower common denominator. Look, once you get your head right, no matter how much desire you got in you, do you know it's a lot easier to just use that wet ass hand? It's a lot easier and safer.
It's true. No, it's true. But it's true.
But on your own, and you don't have anyone else dragging you or you dragging them. But I digress.
But the point of saying this is, like I said, for the fellas, just you got to be careful of stuff like that. And it goes into the next topic that we're going to talk about. So I'm going there. So
I'm sorry,
but is this topic going to be of her filing for her divorce, actually asking for a payout? Which I'm like, wait a minute, women. I thought you
that's
were
another day.
You were in for independence.
Yeah. Not Cardi B. Now we're going to talk about another person getting divorced, but not Cardi B. So I only did Cardi B stuff just to say, because like Doc said, it's irony, and I'm trying to tell you, young women, do not think of yourself that just doing that. If you're the mindset that think just because you get sex you claim a man, the guy who you like Anderson said and Mike has said that would do that won't stay around. They won't. And then you're gonna be brokenhearted and blob and say, "Oh, all men." No, not all men does this, and not all women do things either. There's no absolutes, but you got to choose the right things in what you're looking for. And trust me, having a WAP does not guarantee a man gonna stay, as we saw. That's all.
Oh no.
Okay. So that's that. Now we're going to another divorce. All right. So we know.
Drum roll, please.
We're gonna talk about Dre and his soon to be ex-wife. Now, I don't know the full story about this, and to be honest, like Mike has said, I don't care. But
you can learn something from this.
You can learn something. This is mostly for the men. We gotta talk, guys. Again, please be thinking with your head on top of your shoulders, not the dick thinking. You will get yourself in some serious trouble. So we know Dr. Dre is a very rich person. Very rich. He's a billionaire. He's a billionaire, basically.
Is he a billionaire yet, though?
He's close to it. So he is. So I'm just gonna go with billionaire. Here's the thing, though.
Well, except after this, he's gonna start from $1 million again.
Not really, but here's the thing. So his wife is filing for divorce and everything. We all with men, look, it sucks. And I will have a show about it if he wants to do it. There's only one person on this panel that went through that, and I would like to, give his insight to talk about stuff as well too. But right now, because we're gonna do different topics when we're doing some of these shows, of course. But I'm just letting you know how certain things are. Okay, unless you have a sugar mama, there's not many men who can gain power from sleeping with women.
Mm-hmm.
There's a small there are some, but it's very small. But there's a lot of women who gain power with sleeping with men. And that's still a bad thing. Kamala Harris is one of them, vice president.
Mm-hmm.
the vice president nominee.
Mm-hmm. Well, what people need to understand is that, you know, and it comes down to a bit of a nature thing, in that, you know, by nature, and this is not anything to do with individual character or individual decisions or choices. This is just this is just the general nature. Yeah. You know, by general nature, and you know, this may sound a bit controversial, but by general nature, men are naturally selfless and women are naturally selfish. And the reason why women are naturally selfish is because they're naturally geared to protect what's theirs. It's a maternal thing. Men are naturally selfless because a man can't get nowhere in life being completely and utterly selfish. Like, he has to be willing to work and help others if he wants to move, if he wants to be able to build a better, push himself forward in life. Now, the problem is when you start to take on a negative mindset, you know, and this is what I always say. Take rappers, for example. How many rappers will spend how much money on just getting these, you know, low standard women who just want high standard lifestyle, you know, just so that they can say they got a fat booty bitch on their arm, you know? And I think it's exactly. And I just think it's quite, when you look at it from that angle, you realize it's actually, from the man's perspective, he's actually degrading himself. And just like you said, the woman's actually empowered. The woman's actually empowered.
What's the name of that prince?
Because she's getting all the money. She's getting the money. She's getting the good life. She's getting all the jewelry and the clothes and shit like that. She's benefit from this, and all she had to do was open up her legs.
In most cases, I'm gonna say we just talked about that.
I'm just talking. I'm talking generally.
In general, yeah. No, I'm just.
Yeah. To be honest, sometimes they get all of that before they even open up the legs.
Yep. No, you were saying something, Anis? You gonna ask a question?
No, I was asking, who was that prince who pretty much gave up everything for a woman and it was all for nothing? Was it Andrew or what's his name?
Oh, you mean
I'm not gonna remember.
I thought the prince.
Harry?
Is it Harry? I think it's Harry. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? But yeah, so that's just my thing on it. It's just like, you know, I think that's something that men need to be aware of, because at the end of the day, a woman is gonna protect her own self-interest. Even if she's a genuinely good woman, she's probably going to try and protect her own self-interest. And you as a guy need to be aware of that, because it stops you from getting taken advantage of.
Yep. So here's what it is. So anyway, she's gonna be so they're gonna go through the alimony. This is not child support, it's alimony. Right?
Can you explain the difference?
Well, basically white spouse.
Which one hurts the least?
Which one hurt the least would be child support if you had but Dre's kids are growing up, so it's just basically paying her, as Michael just said, that women get accustomed to doing stuff. There's a funny joke on Chris Rock. Go to Chris Rock back in the old day when Chris Rock said, "It's funny women, you get away with this stuff talking about I'm accustomed to this, I'm accustomed to that. What the hell are you accustomed to? You're accustomed to go to a restaurant and get food. You don't ask them to come to your house and give you the same thing, because that's not how it works. But guys can't get that because in the divorce they get the money. Judge, I'm accustomed to this and that. Give me the money. I want the money." I would love to see the guy who, I'm basically doing Chris Rock's joke, but he's like, I like the guys like say, hey, Yada, I normally get a blowjob on Wednesday and Friday. How about we talk about Thursday? At least something on Thursday. That's old Chris Rock joke, which is true. But
getting balance.
But we're going into this. So her spousal support from Dre, she's asking for $2 million a month.
What the fuck?
Are you?
He ain't gonna be no billionaire off of this.
Wait. Does he even make $2 million a month?
Probably.
Probably in a way because of the whole beats and everything else, but I don't. Like I said, that's what she's asking for. You could go and check out the TMZ article and everything.
Dude, even
Gentlemen, I need to soothe my wallet. It hurts right in the wallet.
even the world's most expensive palaces don't cost $2 million a month.
Boy, I thought Nintendo knew how to burn
What
a
can
wallet.
you
but
do with
this
2
woman
million?
is going on a different. I
Well,
thought Nintendo
Anderson,
knew how to burn a wallet, but this woman is going on a different level.
Anderson, you said, what can you do with $2 million? I will break it down for you. And this is what
I can do a lot with that.
Okay. All right.
If 10% of that we've
Nintendo,
No.
the crown of thieving from people's wallet, the crown of taking from people's wallets is no longer yours. That goes to Dre's wife.
Okay. Here we go.
I still need to buy stock.
Here we go. I'm gonna start with the least. We're gonna move our way up to the crazy part. Okay. So let's.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
So the least.
You asked for it.
You least. Okay. Now, a mortgage, which is the most sensible out of the list I'm going to talk about, but her mortgage for the house that she's going to go for is $100,000 a month. Okay, I get that. I could see what kind of house. If you live in a 15 or $20 million house, $100,000 is what we cost a month. So I get that one. That one makes
Basically a mansion.
Yeah, that makes logical sense out of all of this. But that's about as far as we go with the logical part. Now we're gonna go crazy.
That didn't take long.
Hold on, but back up. But okay, so I understand you having a house when you're married and have kids, but I don't think you as a mom that's divorced need a $20 million house.
See, what I don't understand is like
I would say $2 million house, maybe. $20 million house, you don't need that.
With that divorce, she can buy that within a month.
Dude, if you need a $20 million house as a divorced woman, you plan on having a train ran through you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh wow, okay. I didn't go that far.
What I'm trying to say is,
I was thinking about it.
Let's go, Konoshi.
Since you went out of the contract, you want nothing to do with the deal that you've made, then why do you think you deserve all that money a month? Like you don't want to be inside the contract. You've abandoned the contract.
And the reality of it is,
the marriage is a contract these days. It's not a covenant like it used to be when we used to be more of a religious society.
It's not even just that. It's that back then marriage was more important because of the benefits of the nuclear family unit. So a lot of people were getting married because it was beneficial. Now it's just like a lot of people just want to get married for the sake of either the fairy tale ideology or to teeth out some rich person's money some years down the line. Or
Give me
both.
that handout.
Okay, yes. So again, just so that's one. That's the most logical one out of all this. Okay, can I continue? Okay. The next one is it kind of contradicts itself, so I'm gonna have to go a certain way. All right. Let me go with this.
Oh boy, I'm getting a headache already.
Shouldn't. I don't know why it would you. I'm laughing at this stuff. Okay, let's go with that.
To comprehend.
Okay, I think she's in her 40s, close to her 50s. That I know of his wife. So she has down. Again, the kids are, maybe for college. I don't know. I doubt it. But I'm just giving an example. All right? She has for education and learning expenses $60,000 a month. $60,000 a month.
For education for herself.
That part has not been specified. That's why I said that. That's why
which is questionable, but I digress.
But here's the thing: $60,000 a month. Okay. To get a full ride scholarship to pay for whatever in Harvard, which is one of the expensive colleges in America. I don't know about Oxford and stuff, which is in my case, but I'm just saying Harvard. It's $52,000 a year. So
ouch.
$60,000 a month.
So unless she has a glorious meal plan, she overshot it a bit.
I don't know. And again, if with that kind of money, you could get the damn professor to come to your house and tell you everything. and teach
Yep.
you everything.
Yeah.
Well, these days that's pretty much what you got to do, right?
Man, can we agree that college is pretty much a scam at this point? Holy
Oh, it
crap.
is.
Oh, it's
It
been.
is.
I've been
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that for years.
But it's
Yep.
been
No one's
proven.
listening
It's
to
been
me.
proven. It's been
It
proven. It's also a tax-free haven.
We'll talk
And who've
about
been
it.
telling you? Who've been telling you, bitches? Who?
Whatever. Just shut up. Anyway, we go to the next one. So we go to the next one. Now here we go. This one is funny because it's contradicting. Not this one. The one after gonna contradict itself. Okay. So clothes.
No, of course. I knew. I was wondering when that was going to come up.
Now, I'm like,
Clothes.
now
Wait,
unless those clothing are actually functional and not just for show. I'm just
No,
saying.
no, the red bottoms. It's red bottoms. But go ahead.
$135,000 a month for clothes.
What? What?
Dude,
Okay.
that's like my.
I take it she's not the kind of woman to wear one thing more than once.
Hey, listen.
She better have
listen.
a
I'm
big.
telling you right now, $135,000. I wouldn't spend that much on clothes in a 100-year lifetime.
Nope.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think I can spend that much on food in my lifetime.
Like if I'm spending that money on clothes, if I'm spending that much money on clothes, I'm paying someone to make them personally.
Who?
Personal
Taylor,
tailor?
man?
And even then, I wouldn't want to spend that much money.
Yep.
But you know what I don't get before you go
Seville
on
Row?
$5,000. I wouldn't spend that much on clothes in a 100-year life. Why can't a judge objectively look at, let's say, this
Ooh.
list and say,
We had
okay,
one.
lady.
We had one, but
No,
keep going.
I mean, but look at this list and say, okay, hold on. So, okay, I understand he's a billionaire. He's worth $1 billion, and you're getting a divorce. And I'm not saying you don't deserve anything, but okay, why do you need $100,000 a month for food? Because I eat lobster probably twice a week, and I'm not me personally. Let's say the judge said this. I don't think I spend $100,000 in 10 years on food. So why you need that per month? Hey, why you need $135,000 a month for clothes?
Look,
Is
I
this
went
about
through.
survival, or are you trying to flex?
Well,
Flex.
clearly, you know which
Now,
one it is.
now, if instead of clothes, if you said, "Hey, I need $135,000 because I'm investing in a business," okay,
Mhm.
that's one thing. But you're talking about clothes. Why can't more judges look at this and be like, "Bitch, please"?
Thank you.
Doc, because you said the keyword there, objective. A lot of judges are not objective.
Hey, could it be a clothing business?
No, but not even that. I mean, for example, if let's say if I had a wife that was divorced me, okay, if you tell me, if you put down one of your requests in your alimony is, hey, I have money invested in some stocks. I'm trying to start my own business. I'm trying to start my own, maybe mutual market fund, whatever. Whatever. If you're trying to build some kind of business, I will understand getting 50, 60, 70, $80,000 a month, $100,000 a month for that. I would get that. You're trying to start a business and probably help to sustain it, have money on backup for lawsuits and your employees in case, for example, a pandemic happens. I get it. But when you say you want $100,000 plus a month just for clothes, even the stuff that I like that is of high quality, dude, it won't cost me $100,000 in a year to get it.
Mhm.
If you want this in a month, I'm telling you, I think most judges should be like, I think there should be a law. Hey, I don't care if your husband was Jeff Bezos. Seriously, you're not getting more than about $5,000 a month for clothes since you want to still maintain your lifestyle. You shouldn't be buying no $5,000 in clothes more than a month. That's me personally. Unless your clothes got diamonds and stones in them, you shouldn't be spending around $5,000 a month in clothes.
Well,
Dang.
and truth, facts. And also as well, what I'll add to that is that also as well, what I'll add to that is that what you were saying about the judge, a judge saying, a judge just ruling it out and stuff like that. The problem is especially in this day and age, it's just like, women have so many things to back. Women can use so many things to back up their case, which it just gets to a
Bro.
point. It just gets to a point where it almost seems as if the man can't win.
Let me throw a realistic fact at you guys, and this is a fact that applies to most people. Do you know the average cost of a child from month 1 up to the age of 18? The average cost of a child to take care of that child comfortably is $250,000 over the course of 18 years. Not
And yet you need $2
$250,000
million a month.
year. Not $250,000 a year. $250,000 total. So the average cost to take care of a child comfortably from birth to high school graduation is $250,000. What makes you think you as an adult deserves 50 times that a month?
But just
Okay,
clothing.
And
And
unless
again,
unless
Yes,
unless
sir.
you're doing something, unless you're actually working, unless you're actually making that money.
Well, that's
Again,
the thing. A lot of these women don't have a concept of money. Just spend, spend, spend. It's never gonna stop.
well, again, is
Mhm.
the way how certain thing is set up. Like I said before, you want to keep. They want to maintain their. That's why I did that joke about Chris Rock. I'm accustomed to this, accustomed to that, blah blah blah. That's why I said that up. Okay, so here's the funny part now. So 135,000, and I'll show you the thing on the screen later on. I don't want, because I want to reveal piece. If I show it on the screen, everybody sees it. So I don't want. That's what I'll reveal it. You know that Nicole Young herself said. So here's the thing. So $135,000 a month to buy clothes, but
Yes.
$10,000 a month for laundry.
What the fuck?
Probably it's because she pays other people to do it.
Well,
but
yeah,
what the fuck?
I get that, but still,
No, but
that's a lot of clothes you're washing.
Yeah, but you can pay people to wash. Any average person can pay a laundrette to wash their clothes for them. It don't cost. How much did you say?
$10,000 a month.
It don't cost $10,000 a month to get a bunch of
Let me
service washes.
double.
Unless she's stupid specific about it.
I mean, over here in England, over
Unless
here a
it's-
service wash is like 10 to 20 pounds. So, you know, and I can imagine in America in dollars it will probably be about the same, maybe even a bit less. You know,
Okay,
I don't see how you would need 10 grand a month to do laundry, and a service wash includes wash, spin, and dry.
Here's the thing.
Have a laundromat in that. Never mind.
In the house, yes. Okay, here's what it is. Let's
Right.
I'll be
Even
honest.
even if you're paying people to come and do the laundry for you, I doubt it's gonna cost you 10 grand a month.
Okay, here's the thing. She buys clothes. If she buys clothes every month, that's worth $135,000. Of course, she's not doing regular laundry. It's basically like dry cleaning and everything. But still, you're buying clothes every month for $135,000. So why you even have laundry?
Exactly. You're probably gonna throw out half of them clothes after a few months. Because like, if you're spending that much on clothes every month, you're not gonna be wearing the same outfit twice.
Yep.
Okay, so again, that's laundry. Let's go to another one. This is funny to me, but I like how they do it. And Jeff Bezos' ex-wife did the same thing too. So hey, do what they gotta do. But at least she did it in one lump sum. While this one is weird. Charitable contributions, $125,000 a month.
Hey, lady, why don't you do that out of your own pocket?
Why you making Dre have to pay for all your charitable donations? Like, what the fuck is that? Like, charitable donations is a choice.
And you do this
It's
out
a
of the
personal choice.
These days, charity means spending somebody else's money.
Basically.
Certainly looks that
Welcome to
way.
welfare.
Yep, that is that. So,
And that's the thing. She'll have that money for a charitable cause, but you won't see any whatever charitable cause she's donating to. Whatever charitable cause she says she's donating to, you probably won't see no improvements or anything. I mean, if that charitable cause is getting 125 grand a month, they should be able to fix up some shit. And I bet you
Thank
anything.
you.
5 years. I bet you anything. 5 years, several years down the line, whatever charitable cause she's donating to is still going to be, you know, in the
Asking
same
for
state
money.
it was when she started donating to it.
Yep.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. I know most charitable causes, there's a lot of profit they take on their own end, but even so, 125 grand a month, like that wouldn't be a charity after a couple of years.
Yep. Okay.
I'm pretty sure she considers herself a charity case.
She is being a
About
bit
to
of
say,
it. She is
probably,
being a
Yeah.
probably most
She
of
is.
that money is going back into our own pocket.
she
Don't
she
know.
probably she probably is. She is being a bit of a charity case right now, asking for that much money. It's just like what did Dre do so badly to you that you have to ask for that much money? Like, you know, I mean,
Well,
he may have
again,
cheated.
I'm looking
He
at
may
the
have cheated.
thing. They said abuse and all that stuff, and I don't know. That's one of those things where I wasn't there, and I've seen a lot of women say that, and
He said, she said.
I'm not. He said, she said stuff. Exactly. Answer that as they did the best. I'm not getting into that. That's he said, she said.
Fair enough.
Let's go with that. All right, we got two more to go to. Okay, two more to go to. Now this one is
All right.
it got to be puzzled too in the world we in the world we're living in. $20,000 a month, and Doc, you know, because I know you look at the phones and everything. $20,000 a month for telephone, cell phone, and email. What the hell?
What email?
All right, with email, if you want your own email, all you have to do is pay for the domain, and that's like a cheap cost every year. So I don't see why you need that much for email. And then on top of that, cell chart, like, I mean, I get that you might be using, I get that you might be using some high price premium plan that comes with, like, you know, unlimited plus another 1,000 gigabytes of 5G or some bullshit like that.
Wait, how much money does she say she needed for email?
And I can imagine she needs
20,000.
multiple. I can imagine she might need. She
Why
might
don't you
have
just
multiple.
use Gmail like everybody else?
I don't know.
She
After
probably
the
wants.
question,
She probably wants her own exclusive domain, but that don't need 20,000 a month. That's like what, £20 that's like $20 a year. Like,
Yeah, or unless she
and
has
then on
someone working for her doing that. The rest.
No, but here's the thing with emails. Once you have the domain, you can pretty much set up as many email accounts you want, and you only pay a small amount of money for each one. So you don't need 20,000 a month for email. Like, I've set up my own email and set up other email accounts on the system before. It don't cost that much money.
Yeah, yes, like I said, unless you have a staff that's actually doing that for you, and even that, giving a stretch.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then
okay.
even the phone bills as well. Like I said, she probably is gonna have some stupid premium plan where it gives you a unlimited 5G internet plus 1,000 gigs more. You know, and she might have several phones or whatever, but still 20,000 a month. Come on. Like, even if you had free phones, like, I don't see how you're paying more than $500 a month for your phone bill.
Got you.
Unless she's making.
I'm gonna ask now, Kenoshi. You were saying?
Yeah. Does she do anything? Does she have like
That I know of.
Yeah, unless she's making only long distance phone calls.
Okay. Now it's on the screen for those who are watching. So let me do the last part, which is the part that's the craziest. $900,000 for entertainment.
Are you bloody kidding me?
So you're saying your entertainment cost needs to cost you nearly $1 million every month? Like, but you've basically said you want half that money just to entertain yourself.
wait, so how many Chippendale dancers does that buy?
Out of all the things, the 900,000, that is the biggest jump out of all the other things there. And I'm thinking to yourself, if I was a judge, I don't care what the jury says, I don't care what the lawyers say. I'm like, bitch, please, you don't need to entertain yourself at 900,000 a month. Why the fuck is 900,000 a month? Why is that the biggest part on the thing and it's only for entertainment? I don't get that. That is nonsense.
Okay, I have a question here, and this is courtesy of my wife.
You would think it was business expenses.
My wife says,
say, please. And there's nothing people hate on a radio show than dead air.
That's how it's. Go ahead, Doc.
Come on, Captain Seabreeze.
Look, you guys are making me forget.
For once, I'm not the one.
I know. But yeah.
Okay, look, her question was, why now? Why now, after all these years, are they getting divorced? Why she want to leave now?
Like I stated before, I get where she's coming from. I do not know the answer to that because, again, I didn't go down that part of the whole what happened. I'm seeing stuff saying, you know, the abuse and everything, and like, again, I do not know.
She did not went in full detail.
Yeah. And I'm not I'm just
Oh,
looking
she
at
didn't go into full detail. Okay.
yeah. I'm just going off of what as you on the screen right now. The TMZ broke down. Nicole Young wants 1.9 million, $36,399 to cover her expenses. This is the breakdown, and that's the breakdown that we just went through.
I'm like the 900,000 a month. Before you mentioned entertainment, I thought it would be business expenses.
I
Because
can
I'm like,
see why
that
you
would be
left
the most logical thing.
that thing. Like,
You
I
know
can
what?
see
I
why
would
you left that
troll
one.
her.
Because I can see that one why you left that one till last, Liger.
Yeah.
Look, I would troll her by saying, you know what, Judge? I approve. Can I pay her in pennies? Strictly
Well,
pennies.
I don't know if I
Pennies?
don't have.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't,
do like
Penny,
Samsung
yeah,
did to
Penny,
Steve Jobs
yeah,
and
Yep.
just drop
yeah, like Doc, you're being a bit too nice there. If that was me, she'd be getting all that money, and she'd be getting 900,000 in vouchers for specific places that she doesn't shop at. I'm like,
Okay.
spend that, bitch.
No, but I'm saying this right here. I don't know what entertainment is. Just entertainment. I mean, it needs more breakdown for a lot of stuff, but that's what her expensive for. And she already done gained $60,000 a month for living expenses and tuition. So the entertainment by itself is just wow.
Yes, that is the most weirdest thing ever.
And I do not have the clip, but Doc has heard the clip of the lady who the husband wanted to give her $1 billion check just to get it over with after spending $20 million to divorce her, and she said no.
Yeah,
And
she went out for more.
She said, "I want half of what he got," which when she met him, he already was.
It's not about the money; it's about the spite, isn't it?
It always mostly be. It mostly is. Look,
But it ain't like they're not gonna enjoy that spite money.
Yeah, I could get. I'll be honest. Look, I'll be super honest. I could get Jeff Bezos' wife why she got half the money, even though he double that money right now because everybody's shopping Amazon because of this virus.
Yeah, because she was basically co-partner. She basically
no. He was there. She was there before. She didn't really help Bill, but she was there before Amazon kicked off. When Amazon was all about selling books, so she was there for a while. She got half the money. I got a problem with that, and he cheated on her. So we literally found out that. Same thing with Tiger Woods' wife, Elon thing. Hey, I mean seriously, I'm on Tiger Woods' ex-wife because yes, I get that much money. You went and cheat. You went and cheat on me. That's the part. That's bad. You went and cheated me, but you didn't protect yourself, and then you bringing that disease dick to me? Oh hell no! Hell no! That's why she was swinging. That's why she was swinging that golf club down the daggone driveway. I'm with her on that one. You went to have unprotected sex with any random woman and then bringing that disease dick to me home. No, heck no. I'm on a women's side. I'm on a women's side of that one.
Yes, you're getting consequences.
I mean, sometimes sometimes these famous people or these politicians, their wives will allow them to cheat, but there are certain.
Well, you know what it is. You know what it is. It's just that once you get up to a certain position and life and place in life, it's especially as a man. It's kind of like once you get to that point where you are that investable as an individual, it's easy to not want to exercise monogamy. And in all honesty, I don't personally think there's anything wrong with it. My thing is just, like if your wife knows you're gonna go and have an affair, then if your wife knows you're gonna go and have an affair and you just have that affair and you have that affair and she's still accepting you when you come back home, well, at least have the decency to protect your willy, fam.
Oh man, I think there's something wrong with it, but I take marriage more seriously than I guess.
Well, it's not even. It's because it's because you know what it is. I've learned to understand that is just how the culture gets. Because at the end of the day, a Fortune 500 CEO who's married, unless they're that devoted to the monogamy of the marriage, a woman ain't gonna leave him just because he went and slept with 2 other women from the office.
Well, yeah, let's be honest, because of no, I get what you're saying, but also there are people, depending on Bill and Melinda Gates. I've never seen that Bill went to do anything crazy. So they've been married, and he's one of the rich billionaires out there.
And Ice Cube and his wife
No, I'm not.
together all these years.
Like I said, I'm not including people that are devoted to the monogamy of marriage. That's that's
Okay.
yeah. I'm just talking about
that-
I'm just talking about the general culture of things when you get to that level.
Well, the
Because
thing,
it's written in the vows.
yeah. I mean, and then of course you got Denzel Washington and his wife, stuff like that. I mean, he could get any way he want, but he's been with his loyal to his wife, and he's like the few marriages I respect in Hollywood. The few. I kind of respected Will Smith and Jada, but now after that entanglement nonsense.
And also,
Oh
Ice-
god, that made me so mad.
You just had to bring that up. You had to bring that up. We just got
hell
into
yeah.
September. You had to bring that up. We just got into September, man.
So,
I mean, the sort of crap that women say, and people just eat it up. It amazes.
Well, like I said,
but also Ice Cube and his wife too.
She cheated, so.
But no. My thing is that because, like I said, I'm
You said Ice Cube. You said Ice Cube. Right? Sorry, not Ice Cube. Okay, my mistake.
Yeah.
So you say Ice Cube. My mistake.
Here's my thing, because I'm an open person, and the reason why I said the things I said is because you can't, unless you was with that man from the beginning, unless you know that man is, the kind of man that is going to be devoted to the monogamy of his marriage, then you can't really go in a relationship with a person at that level and not expect, them to potentially sleep with anyone else. My thing on the man's part is just be real with it, because most of these women they know. Like some of the more ignorant ones, maybe not, but a lot of these women, they know what they're getting themselves into. So do you think some of these rich men CEOs and these rich business owners and rich artists in Hollywood and stuff like that, you really think a lot of women get with these men not thinking they're not going to sleep with other women? Of course they know that. It's not so much about the fact that they've gone and slept with other women. It's more because they're not so much concerned about. They're not so much concerned. No. Yeah, they want to keep what they've invested in and what's been invested in them.
That's not what I'm gonna say. What I'm saying is they want to keep the facade. The women want to keep the facade. They, like you just said, they know, hey, you can go out and do that, but don't embarrass me. Don't let them know that you're cheating on me.
But you know what though?
Exactly. I wouldn't even so much say it's even so much the facade. I think some people just learn to accept that.
No.
The facade, what I'm saying is,
outside.
Okay.
Not. She knows. She don't want. Okay, I get.
I understand what you say. Public image. You wouldn't want it to be brought out in public image as such, and that's fully understandable. That's fully understandable. Keep your business in your home. My thing is on the man's part is that you might as well just be real with it. You might as well just be real with it. And if you know that's the woman you're going to be sleeping with on a daily basis and having kids with and stuff like that, if you're going to go fuck around with these other women, protect your willy, fam.
Well, that's what attack us up.
A divorce like this brings one thing to mind to close all this up. I'm not saying he should have killed her, but I understand.
You're an ass. But to end this up and go before we go into the chats. But to end this up before we go to the chats for a second is like I was saying, like Andrew Gillum, the guy who was supposed to who was running for governor in Florida. And,
oh my goodness!
And he went for governor. They found out that he is he said himself that he come out now because he was found in a hotel room with a gay escort with drugs and stuff. Look, I like I said, and
passed out. Don't forget, passed out.
I said this again with Nancy Pelosi and everybody else. You're insulting my intelligence. That's the part I get angry about. Don't insult my intelligence. I ain't stupid. Oh, I'm an alcoholic. Okay, let me get it straight. You and a guy is in a room by themselves. So he did all the hard drugs and all you did was just drink.
That's more than just being an alcoholic.
I don't believe that. I do not believe that. 1, 2. So now, but I'm bi. And then the wife said, yeah, I know he had this stuff, whatever. I'm like, in other words, y'all marriage was a sham. Y'all just did this just to get the political power. So let's just be honest about it and stop playing it. I'm bi. No, you ain't bi. I even myself, this is wrong with what I'm going to say, but I don't care. I doubt myself those kids are really his, or if it is, maybe he didn't do it was artificial insemination. Something don't feel right
I
about
can
that.
see that.
Something no, she's just like, okay, I know you do dudes, so I'm just gonna do let's take the batter, make sure it's all good, and then put it in and we good. 'Cause I do not see that. But he's oh, I'm like I said, stop the apology tour, dude. You were wrong. And again, I want to see. Go ahead.
I mean, a lot of people just accept homosexuality these days.
Yeah.
So,
But the whole bi stuff, please don't insult my intelligence. Okay, stop. So I'm just stating that situation there because it was just like what. So yeah. So right now, let me go to the chat
Just
here.
doesn't make any sense.
Give me a second. All right, so we had let's go to the chat. Wrap a couple again. Wow, got a lot of people coming through. Thank you on the temporary film again. Again, please, if you can, go to share this share this thing.
All right, guys, just before you carry on, because I'm just looking at the time now. I am going to bounce.
No, I got you. You're different. That's why a lot of people in tempo is in your time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's early morning for you. So yeah, thank you, Michael. I hope you could join for other stuff. And again, you already know.
It was good. It was glad. It's good to be on a podcast with you guys again, man. I've missed this stuff.
Okay,
Yes,
man,
please.
no problem. You have a good night.
You
All right.
enjoy the podcast.
All right, so let's go through this stuff quickly and get this over with. David Aubrey June from UK, since Michael just left. For the divorce of these two, everybody already saw it coming. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Everybody saw this coming. Prolance Boland from France. Let's see. I've seen the way she eats without her makeup. She's doing him a favor. Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
That's a little rough right there.
yes.
April May from Germany. Wow, a divorce. Nobody's surprised by this. Yep, it's sad that a woman had become a millionaire off of her whoredom. If it wasn't proof that the matriarchy country, I don't know what it is. This society that we live in is just upside down, as TJ Jakes always said. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to mention interview between Biden and Cardi B. Yeah, after all of this came out, it really does share new perspective in that interview. What Cardi B was saying.
Dan Rice from UK. I hope he gets all the money. I doubt that. It don't work that way. It's a good hope.
Yeah, you're asking for too much.
I know, right? Rachel Sim from UK. She's so typical, loud, arrogant, East Bronx resident. If she knew how to cook and clean, she would have had more than the WAP.
What did I say before? Female empowerment, independence. I digress.
Yep. Oh wow. Megs from Germany. I think because Candace Owen destroyed her, that's why she's filing for divorce. Holy crap.
Wow. Well, hold on. Let's take that into perspective. You mean to tell me that another woman made the woman to divorce the man?
Oh my good grief. That is crazy. Oh, Danny Hughes. A good time for divorce when you hit the #1 record. That's true. Good time to divorce. We hit the #1 record. That is crazy on that one, man. Whoo. Oh my goodness. James Jones from France. I'm surprised she didn't have a water and breathing bill for $100K a month. Damn. Wow. Talking about with to Dre.
Don't give them ideas.
Yeah, I'm like, what? What are you trying to say? Have her buy an oxygen tank?
I don't know.
Have maintenance on it?
EJ Dagran from Germany. These women don't have to live on recruit different. These women don't have to live on recruit difficulty. They live on creative mode. Oh, that's true. If you look at some games, that's what it is. They literally is the creative mode. Boom.
Yep.
Ishan Swinging Bird from Poland. Oh my God, she's so strong and independent. Oh, it's so hard, so generous that she wants to give all of this to charity. She want to give some of this to charity. It would be charity if she deserved the money and made it herself. That's true.
Thank you.
That's true. Logan Gover from Egypt. She literally did nothing for Dre, and all that money all the money is his. Sure, just straight up think that she's entitled to the money. I swear, some women live life in easy mode. Again, I get that. I'm not in that situation.
I'm like, now if Dre's prenup would actually actually stay up in court, which I doubt.
I doubt too. Sean Parker from France. Anyone with a brain that works for themselves knows that beyond all the dust up and smokescreen, it is Candace Owens that ended her marriage by indirectly exposing her for her Hispanic agent, using Marxist anarchy Black American to allow illegal immigrants to compete with her heterosexual Black American men. Okay, that's a lot. That's to break
Savage.
down. That's a lot to break
savage.
down. There's a lot to break down. Quiando Demam from UK. That is not the name. It is just incarnation. What basically what we say, incarnation. Basically, it's sad to see this, but also it proves that a lot of women need to understand that the WAP ain't all about to keep a man. And she's a female, so yeah, I'm amen, sister. I'm with you.
True.
With you. I was on that. Next one is
Look, the WAP just turned the WAP.
Oh boy, really?
Sorry.
No problem. I'm just like I said, just looking around and stuff. Again, I'm looking at you because some of the stuff I don't want to say because you can't be saying that stuff. Okay, even though we had Mike here, you were cursing and everything. I still try to keep some kind of integrity. And stuff of violence, we do not promote violence. Okay, just don't.
Yeah.
Jelam Tahat from Germany, as one of you stated, 135,000 K on clothes. Me and the same jeans have been together for 4 years. That is true. That was Doc who said that, and yeah, it's true. Odi Wan Kinabo from Egypt. Is it just me, or does anyone else get the mean vibe with Dre's wife? Yeah. It's like Kadoshi said. It's spite. This is spite.
Did Dre cheat on his old lady?
Could be. Like I said, again, and I don't like he's cheating his old lady and stuff like that. Again, but hey, it goes back to what I was saying with Tiger Woods. He cheated on his wife.
Embarrassed her. He probably cheated on her, embarrassed her.
That could be the case. We just don't know.
No, I mean, she said because of abuse. From what I read earlier up in the article, what I put on the screen, she said because Dre abused her.
I mean, if it's something like something in the
and he goes wait, and it goes to what Doc's wife just said. If he was abusing you all the time, why now? Well, go ahead now, Trip. Yeah.
As oh crap. Uh, I was just about to say probably if that's really true, then she finally got out of that mental state of Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's some BS. I don't think so. I think there was something. I think she had a new record coming out or something.
Well, like I said, she don't do anything. Let's see.
Probably have to keep an eye on that record.
Right. Remember, that's why we had that famous clip from Mel Gibson with his crazy ex crazy girl Asana. We got that
Who
crazy
wants
clip.
to eat?
Yep.
Who wants to?
She wanted what was it? I forgot how much money she wanted to do a record, which my record sold more than her records.
Wow.
And it was a lot of money she got, and I didn't have nowhere close to the money that she got. And I got 3 platinum albums, a couple golds. So,
Well, that's called talent.
yeah. So, but it's like Trip was saying, that's what the clip was. That was a clip when he was arguing with him, and his son recorded it, and it's like, who wants to eat? Who wants to eat? He came out screaming, who wants to eat? Who wants to eat?
Who wants to eat? You want to eat? Hooray!
That is just still. If I can find, I'll play that. I'll see if I can find that clip because that is just too funny. Yeah, it gotta be bleeped. I ain't gonna. Like I said, Mike already done killed my stuff already with all the bad words.
You should have probably told them how to behave on there before you joined on.
I got you. But anyway, let me just reel. Just to play the clip, to play the clip for the folks, the 5 folks up there. Audio. All right, you got to curse in it. I'm just playing it for playing sake. So,
little girls and boys, cover your ears.
I'll let you hear it. It's always funny though. But it's because of her. He was arguing, so I'll do that. That's where that came from. So you guys at least heard what it is. Oh my God. Who wants to eat? Who the F wants to eat? You want to eat? Hooray.
Hooray.
It's the hooray that always throw me off.
Yeah, I will say this. We don't condone to entertain other people's misery, but my goodness, this is just too much.
I think that's Kenoshi's stock in trade, though.
I was just saying that is just funny. Oh man, but like I said, I think we and they have so many more. We have basically 992 comments on the chat, and again, thank you guys for doing what you're doing. It's basically gonna be 9:30, so I'm gonna 10:30, so I'll call it at this. So that's the usual stuff of playing that game over music. So thank y'all for joining us tonight. Again, thank you that Mike could join us as well. He's another person who's gonna join in. Again, yes, I'm gonna try to find some women to join us in. Doc has his wife, but it didn't happen. So we're gonna see what we could do, okay? Because I don't want to just be all a man, this man or whatever. But
the stars and the moon and the sun hasn't aligned for us. but we're not stopping. We're not giving up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not the little rascals in the No Girls Club.
Yeah. So, but go to again as usual if you want to directly catch to us. It'll be Project Open Mic T3@gmail.com. Of course, on Twitter and Instagram, Project Open Mic. On YouTube, of course, Project Open Mic. Catch us up, just whatever. If you want to watch past shows, this is episode 8. You go to YouTube, that's backlogged. You can watch. You go to the playlist and see that. And the real show, the Project Open Mic itself, the show itself, you go what we talked about. Last night I talked about cuties, and I did a review on cuties and Milan to talk about what the cultural reference of things, and also cuties is not as a lot of people portrayed as. It's sadly that it got sandwiched between crap. Again, what I wanted
because nobody watched it.
Because of the Netflix advertisement.
I say Netflix, you dumb.
Everybody was afraid that they would become pedo.
Because of Netflix.
Yep.
Pedo servers or something like that.
Like I said, yes, I understand that. I understand Kenoshi, but you say you're gonna watch what I said last night. You get what I'm saying. But yeah, but if you want to go watch that, it's I watched it because I'm like I said before, I can't say I'm open-minded. I can't think something if I didn't watch it.
Okay. He watched it, so you don't have to.
There's a couple associates that got in a big argument about the movie, and one particular person, he might be a little cuckoo when it comes to
that's an understatement.
I don't think he's I don't think he's into certain behaviors that
I get that. I get that. No, I get that. But like I said, if you want to hear what I talked about, the culture of those things, yes. Don't forget we got a new part of if you're listening to go to Project Open Mic itself. The show that we have also a new thing that I've put in there, a new little feature I put in called Rules for Thee, Not for Me. Go check that out too. See how bad people go through the government to get stuff done. So an example, and maybe it's something I might have talked with Doc since he's a part of the state of Texas. So we have people joining from all over. Again, Micah, thank you for joining. And before I say the phrases, anything else anybody want to say before we call it a night?
Yeah, I just wanted to say about last time's side check when I was making a joke about the JJ girl. Yeah, it was a bad joke, but I was basically implying that you have to be so dumbly selfish that you got caught in that.
That is true. And for those who are knowing, the last week's episode, the main topic was a female who tried to get her boyfriend arrested in jail because framed as she glued her vagina together. Weird. Yes. Anything you want to add, Kenoshi or Anderson, before we call it?
No, yes, November's almost upon us. Next month won't be the scariest month of the year, I can tell you that much. Yes, be prepared best you can.
Yes.
November will be November 3rd will be the new date for Halloween.
Exactly. That is true. That is so true. Doc, if you're there, you want to say anything before we call it? Oh, maybe he's not there. All right. With that said, again, you know how my stance is. Look, evil comes in all shapes, size, color, creed, sex, gender, nationality. Evil is evil.
So there's one more thing I'd like to add. So on the new Halloween, what scary monster will you dress up as? A Democrat or a Republican?
Kamala Harris. Oh, I mean Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi.
We don't wear masks.
She's evil. Oh my goodness. Anyway, evil is evil, like I just said. It's just she said that. And last but not least, remember, people are stupid, individuals are smart. That's how be that smart individual. This is Take of Project Open Mic, and this is the crew. And we're saying, I hope you guys have a good night, safe weekend, And we'll catch you same bad time, same bad channel next week, Friday, around 8:30 to 9:30 at the start. Again, I apologize for all the people on the site for Tempo FM. And we couldn't get to all the side chats like I normally do, but hey, I think we did a good.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, we thank you for jumping in and saying what we gotta say. So thank you guys out there. Okay, all right. Other than that, you guys, peace out. Y'all have a good night, and thank you for enjoying the side chat. Play. Thank you for joining the side chat, and I hope you guys have a good night.
Good night.